Am I live? It says I'm live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel. The number one place I do believe for any sort of entrepreneur who isn't just interested in content marketing, but they want to know all about content marketing for conversions. The three big macro conversions that I teach my students, not just about, but how to get them, includes building up your social following, sure, but you can't deposit followers in the bank. Two, macro conversion two is getting people on your email list, because about 75% of your sales, statistically speaking, is going to come from people on your email list. And then macro conversion number three is, of course, everybody's favorite. It's that of sales. So but when you content market strategically, you tend to do a heck of a lot better than if you're just throwing digital spaghetti against the wall and wonder why nobody buys from you, or almost no one buys from you. The statistics go that 98% of all visitors to your website for the first time won't buy. And it's very similar in terms of most people who discover your business, product, service based, or both, won't buy from you either, even though they see great social media from you. You do need to start to cultivate more of a community. So we are now on day 12 of the 30-day social media growth challenge. This is not an engagement pod, just for the benefit of anybody who finds us new. This is not engagement pod. It's not a follow for follow sort of thing. Nothing like that. No bots. No promoting software that has anything to do with bots. Not cool. So, because not only is it cheating and I don't promote that, but because also follow for follow, these people aren't your ideal customers. They're not going to buy from you. We're talking entrepreneurs here, not just kids that want to build up their following so that they look cool. If you've missed any of the prior days for the social media growth challenge, the full replay playlist for the challenge, I'm going to put this in the show notes down below. Have it just in case. So if you've missed out on any of the prior days trainings, no big deal. They're all neatly contained in one nice playlist. So I've also linked to it in the live chat down below. Also, whether you're a student of mine or not, hashtag live, hashtag replay. I'm interested to see who watches on the replay. If you have any questions about anything I cover, even though you're watching on the replay, I do check my comments, so you can ask questions there. Hey, Laura, what's going on? Music Chick Art is here. Okay. And Michelle McLaughlin's here. Hey, Miss Michelle, you guys give me a big thumbs up. It really helps to push this out in the algorithm on YouTube, both while I'm live and on the replay. Same thing with anybody else who watches on the replay. Still give it a thumbs up. It does kind of help. It does kind of help more of my subscribers to see the training. Okay. So whether you're part of the 30-day challenge going for prizes or not, I do want you on the replay to let me know what the last 24 hours of content marketing has looked like for you, especially once this goes into replay mode, this live. If you are interested in prizes or the challenge or anything like that, hey, Ruth, what's going on? You can go to the Facebook group, Content Marketing for Conversions. A free Facebook group. There's 2 freebies in there once you join. You can ask any questions about content marketing there. It's free coaching. You can look up the information on prizes and eligibility for them and all that good stuff. So you may as well join that Facebook group once you can. Okay, so the main gist of the 30-day, social media growth challenge is to post once a day on social media, at least on the top 2 social media platforms for your niche. I am not saying you post everywhere. I am not saying you do all the things simultaneously and you go crazy. I think if you know your ideal customer well enough, you know where the top 2 social media platforms are that they go in their spare time to go, binging on content. You can take the same piece of content that you post organically to one platform and just post it to another platform. That's all we're asking you to do in the challenge. And so far, we're on day 12 while this is live, and I already have several challengers who are like, I'm getting sales when I was new, relatively new, or I've been on a lull. And I really can trace it one way or another back to the daily posting. I have, if I had any sort of following, I am waking them back up with every day. I'm noticing the views go up, watch time where applicable goes up. Of course, because you're posting every day and people are more likely to follow your account on social as a business owner slash business, or join your Facebook group or follow your Facebook page if they see that there's daily activity. Even near daily activity is better than I'm only posting once a week. It's not 3 years ago. It's not going to really work so well for you in terms of organic content marketing, relationship marketing, straight up sales-based marketing if you're not really posting. If you're suffering from imposter syndrome or you feel uncomfortable about being all salesy by posting, no matter what type of content you're posting for your business, again, you want to check out the replay playlist for this challenge. There's at least 2 to 3 days that's the focus of what we talk about during the trainings. Ruth says, and when they see a reel from day 4, etc., they go back and they watch the previous ones. I'm seeing posts get more views later in the week too. Hey, Jacqueline Zone, good to see you here also. Again, you guys, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Even if you're watching on the replay, it will push it out to more of my subscribers who I know want to see these free trainings. Okay, if you have your free 30-day social media growth challenge playbook, take it out, get ready to take notes for day 12. I probably said a few things you want to write down already, but we're going to get to the training proper, which is all about omnipresence. So that's going to be a quick, 5-minute training. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me when it goes into replay mode, either here or really you can ask me in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group. It's a free group. May as well join. There's 2 freebies in there once you join. Okay, so if you don't have that playbook yet, you want it, you want to go to don'tbeafakeguru.com and you'll get another freebie, and just hit reply on the email that comes out to you, and then you can ask for the playbook there. So you'll get 2 freebies for the price of 1. Ruth says, coming back for replay customers here. Good going, Miss Ruth. She's doing really well in the challenge. She really is. And she's right. Some people, once they know that you're doing short form vertical video content, whether it's YouTube Shorts, which has really helped to grow my channel over the last 30 days, more than it already was, whether it's Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, you can use the Meta Business Suite to push out one reel to both Facebook and Insta. So that's kind of a slam dunk. You don't have to pay for a posting service to do it, like Later or anything like that. Not that I don't like those, but if free is going to work for you, why not, right? And Facebook, Instagram are both owned by Meta. Meta will have third-party vendors that it's okay for their software to work in tandem with their platforms, but they give a little bit of extra algorithmic push. You can Google this if you just use Meta's own tools. And I think that's because if anything goes wrong, Meta's team can figure out what's going on Facebook or Instagram a whole lot faster when you're really just using their own software. And also they reward you for staying on the platform longer, even as a creator. But I digress. So today's teaching is about omnipresence, right? So yesterday we talked about osmosis. If you missed that, you got to watch it. I want to get going on today's teachings. But omnipresence is, let's see, it's really a twofer. Oh, and before I forget, because I know a lot of my students, both live and on the replay, they've been asking for earlier launches of my popularity plan digital packs. So pinned in the show notes or pinned in the live stream and replay comments is the link to the March 2023 popularity plan. It's a digital downloadable packet of marketing assets that are, of course, March centric. There's 138, 48 graphics in it, most of which are March focused. And then 15 social media post templates. So if you don't like writing or you really need help, especially for stuff with March themes, you've got that in that same pack. And then you have 4 March centric emails, one scheduled out for every week in March. So if you don't like writing, you don't have a lot of time, you're a solopreneur, whatever, the March 2023 popularity plan pack is now available. All right. Anyhow, so for omnipresence, it's different than osmosis, which I discussed yesterday. When I'm talking about omnipresence, what I mean is that as you can in a way that is realistic for you, you want to not only have a presence on more platforms and not less. So if you're new to business, you're a solopreneur, 2 platforms on social media is plenty for you, especially when your business is getting proof of concept, you're getting into being profitable on a regular basis. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, but for a lot of my students, they don't stay in beginner for very long. They go into an intermediate phase where they can start hiring independent contractors. They can start affording software that they can leverage to do stuff for them or make their jobs easier. And they feel more confident about selling more often. Beginners, I say, should only have 2. I mean, you can do as many as you want. You want to make more money, you have to make more offers. So it's always great. But again, I'm not about burning out beginner students. So, like 2 social media platforms that your niche are on. Don't necessarily sweat starting YouTube until you're ready for it. By intermediate phase, you can have a YouTube channel for your business and you can post content like once a week there. That's longer form. But start with 2 sales promotions a month for your business. Do not overwhelm yourself until you feel like you've got your systems down, you're more confident. You want to do more, great. But by the time you're intermediate, you have no problem doing 3 sales promotions a month. By the time you're an advanced student of mine, you're at 6 figures or over, you have no problem selling either daily, depending upon your business model, or at least having a sales promotion once a week. Because by that point, you have team members to help you, if not by intermediate. If you're a business and you're holding like 1 sale a month, you're more of a hobby. Your email list doesn't really get enough business-like energy from you, and they might actually start acting betrayed. Believe it or not, I've been a coach for 10 years in terms of content marketing, and I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years total. Okay. I've seen a thing or two. Okay. I know. And you can Google, the less you email your list as a business owner, the more often they will unsubscribe. If you email them at a minimum of once a week, you stay top of mind with them and they're used to you marketing to them at least 2 out of those 4 weeks at a minimum. And you can provide value for the other 2 weeks. So even if I'm a jewelry business, like, because my coaches and course creators, they've got that down. They're like, okay, cool. For my service people, they might feel like they got it down. But if you're selling products, like let's say jewelry, they're like, well, what kind of value can I serve up when I'm not having a sale? That could be a YouTube video about, for example, how to properly store jewelry so things don't get tangled, or how to appropriately clean jewelry or a certain type of metal. It could be you do, a demo showing people on Facebook, and you have a link to the replay on your page in your group or both, where you do a live demo showing the latest, let's say, fall looks, starring your products, right? And but still, you're showing them what's in and what's out for the upcoming season. People like that information, and they may end up buying from you anyway, even if it's not all sell hardcore. You just mention these are your products. These are where they can be found if you like one or more pieces of them. But today, it's all about serving you, audience on my page, Facebook group members in this example. And so you would email your list a link to the live or the replay, right? So that they can catch up on all the tips and tricks. So even if you're a products-based business, you can totally do content marketing that serves your ideal customer, and they're going to love you for it. And they're more likely to buy from you because they can talk shop with you through your content, no matter what form it's in. Is it pictures? Is it an Instagram carousel? Is it a YouTube short, a TikTok, an Instagram/Facebook reel? I don't care. You have to have like a broader concept of content marketing. But when it comes to omnipresence, it's not just, even if you're a beginner, keep your mind open to maybe going to 3 platforms by the time you're selling. You have proof of concept, you have a profitable business, you're making some money, you feel more confident. Then you can go to like 3 platforms that you post to once a day. And maybe by the time you're advanced, it's 4 or more, right? You can afford software, team, or both to help you do that while you're living your life and otherwise running your business. That's one way you could look at omnipresence, because obviously you have more social proof, more social clout with someone who's looking up your business and deciding if they want to buy from you. Like, even if you're an Etsy based, products based business, I hate to break it to you. And again, go to Google if you don't want to believe me. You don't have a website of your own for your brand where you should be selling your own products too. People will be 80, I'm sorry, is it 80%? It's 80% less likely to buy from you. It doesn't matter what business you have, but Etsy too. So having your own website makes you look more pro and less like a hobbyist. So if somebody's trying to figure out who they're going to buy from, they're more likely to buy from somebody that has a business instead of kind of maybe a hobby. The same thing, if they look to find you, let's say they're an older person, they really want to see you on Facebook and you're not there. Instagram, I think no matter who's looking to buy from you, from Gen Z all the way up to baby boomers, you don't have a business presence on Instagram. TikTok, I know you're like, oh, I don't sell to kids, but if you Google the latest stats from the last year, TikTok is more adults than kids now. And what's the fastest growing demographic on TikTok? It's millennial women, which, if I had $1 for every student that is telling me that, amongst other things for demographics, their ideal customer is a millennial woman, maybe even a millennial mom, you're not on TikTok. So, but beginner, you have to just pick 2. If you're getting overwhelmed at the thought of it, 2's enough. Is it Instagram and TikTok? That's for you to decide. Do you use the Meta Business Suite and you're posting to Facebook and Insta and you can do one and done that way? Cool. It's up to you. Omnipresence, though, we think about it in another way in my Funnel Dynasty course. And we talk about that more in depth with our one-on group coachings that happen every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So these lives are all going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for Mondays. We'll go live here on YouTube throughout all of February. But Mondays will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in Funnel Dynasty, we talk about omnipresence. One of the 7 modules in the course that goes with that one-on group packaging talks about omnipresence a lot deeper. So if you're interested in looking into Funnel Dynasty, you want some more help from me, you want me to help you take things to another level, I don't do one-on-one coaching. I don't do one-on-one done for you content or anything like that. The days of me doing that are long over. But this is the best way you can get even more help from me for the foreseeable future after this challenge is over. All right, so omnipresence, the other flip side of that same coin is, whatever social media platforms you are on, you're not just present using this stuff as a bulletin board to post all your product photos and your sales announcements and then whatever relationship marketing you're doing. You also need to have a system. And this isn't the hardest thing, but you'd be surprised how many people have a hard time thinking about it. You need to have a system so that you are omnipresent as need be for customer service on those social media platforms, for taking business inquiries, for taking orders. If you can do it directly in the DMs on Instagram, then you do it, depending upon your business's facts and circumstances. Or you go, here's a link to the proper sales page on my website, that sort of thing, right? You need to be prepared to be omnipresent for all of it, not just talking out to your ideal customer in your niche, but getting ready for incoming from them. So when it's just you, that's one thing. Once you start getting independent contractors and or employees, you need to have a system in place so they know what kind of FAQ they need to draw from if they're helping you with your inbox, they're checking your email for your website and stuff like that. I'll give you an example. Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill is my first 7-figure client that I've had. I've coached another 7-figure business after them. But I have a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't mention who they are. But this is Joe's Dairy Barn Grill is a seven-figure business since like 2018. They are a brick and mortar food service establishment. At best, you can get takeout and delivery through them, but you would be surprised for like cake orders and designer dessert orders. How many people have reached out to them through the years through Messenger? They don't want to talk to them on the phone. They don't want to go in person to the brick and mortar. They just want to know, can I order a cake? Do you have delivery for it? How do we do pickup if you don't? We make and then other people are like, can I just order pints and quarts and come pick up really quickly? Or, is it possible to have takeout? Can you do some catering in the background for us? Can I get a bunch of pans and trays and so they make, I want to be honest, around $1,000 plus or minus every single week from Messenger and a separate thousand from the DMs on Instagram alone. So they're making about $2,000 a week at least from direct orders that they take. I'm not even counting the the links that they might say going, oh, you don't know where to go to place an order online here. So I'm not even counting that. It's like cake orders, pints, quarts, pies, baked goods, things like that. So they have to be ready and they have a protocol in place. They have swipe files that they can copy and paste from if people have questions about certain cake sizes. How many do they feed? With average size slices. What do you have for gluten-free people? So I'm asking you guys while you're watching this, what system do you have in place for the social media platforms that you are on regularly for this challenge or in general? And, do you have something that is like swipe file, templated, boiled down so that even if you're a solopreneur today, who knows, 1-2 business quarters from now, you need an independent contractor, you need a part-time employee, you need them to be able to step into your shoes so that as you post more outgoing, you have more incoming over time and you're able to take care of them no matter where they hit you up. Okay. It might not always be email or in person. It might not always be phone call. You have to be ready. Today's consumers don't necessarily want to talk to a human anymore. So whether you have a chat bot or not, you still want to be able to be ready for incoming as well as outgoing with your social media content marketing and sales plan. Make sense? All right. So that's your action step is think about what kind of FAQ stuff, what kind of order-based stuff, what kind of copy and paste stuff you can do for you and pass on to a team once you start to have one. Also, if you don't have the Meta Business Suite, this is hardly sponsored by Meta. Go on YouTube. They have really good current step-by-step, click-by-click tutorials that will show you how to join your Instagram business account with your Facebook page for your business. And that's how you create your Meta Business Suite. It's free. And another cool benefit besides you can schedule out a ton of content for them through there for both Facebook and Instagram. That's how I get my reels up every day. Reels, you can Facebook or Insta Reels, you can only schedule out like 20, 30 minutes in advance, but pictures and graphics and stuff like that, you can schedule those out for like a year if you want to. So I always recommend a mix of content. So my popularity plan people, you're going to download your graphics and you're going to schedule them out in Meta Business Suite and anything else you might use. But another good benefit from Meta that will help you to go omnipresent more is that once those accounts are joined, your messengers and your DMs, you should be able to find them in the same place when you're in the Meta Business Suite. So that makes checking those things a whole lot easier. Jacqueline said, last year I had a lot of customers from Messenger. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That's important. Yeah, so whether you're product based, edible products based, your services based, you're a coach, course creator, I don't care. My advice, it goes across the board for all of you. Okay, so I hope that this was really helpful. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, give this video a big thumbs up, please. It does help push this out algorithmically to more people. Consider it like you're putting a tip in the tip jar for me. And then make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell notification and select all so that you get all the other notifications for this challenge. I post long form content onto my channel every week, and then shorts every day, at least 1, 2, 3 of those. Also, if you're in the challenge, when this video goes into replay mode, comment hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know how everything has been for you over the last day in the challenge. And then make sure that you get into the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group. It's free if y'all aren't in there already. And I did put the day 12 graphic in there, so you can post your screenshots for me to cheer you on. Some people are like, I don't even care if I get a prize. I didn't even know I had analytics, or I never really checked them. And now it's like 10, 11, 12 days into the challenge. I'm looking at my analytics and making decisions, and I don't feel like I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall anymore. Most of my educated guesses prove out when I post the next day. So this challenge has been really, useful for me. So make sure you get in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group. There's 2 freebies for you in the files section or tab when you first join. And make sure you visit don'tbeafakeguru.com if you're not already on my email list, because you'll get a freebie for doing that. And if you want the challenge playbook for free, it's really nice. You just hit reply on the email, and and say, hey, I want the playbook, and I'll send it right out to you. And I'll see you back tomorrow for day 13 of this challenge and a whole new teaching. Bye.